The robots get stuck in, another unveil for Destructathon and Extreme Robots lineup all this week in Robot Combat.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Robot Combat. My name is Jevon Woodrow, your host for this evening, and thank you once again for joining us. We have plenty of news to get into, so without further ado, let's see today's first story. It was another extraordinary week of fighting in BattleBots Fight Night, and if you don't want to hear any spoilers, then why are you watching this first? Go and watch the episode, then come back. Thank you very much. We started the night out with an awesome battle between Hypershock and Sawblaze, which saw nearly the first unstick of the season. Unfortunately, Sawblaze's disc got fully penetrated into the underside of Hypershock and could not be removed, and so the fight was called. That disc stayed in the robot for a good few hours after the Sawblaze team showed off some photos of it. Sawblaze indeed get the win. Emulsifier took on Fusion in an awesome battle, one that stayed in our minds for a good few days afterwards in recording. The win, however, goes to Fusion by judges' decision. Another unstick match, but somehow cheekily edited, is Mammoth versus Valkyrie. Yes, this battle, one of the front sticks on Mammoth, like a wedge but not, get wrapped underneath the chassis in between that and the weapon on Valkyrie. An unstick did happen, Valkyrie took the win in the end. Meanwhile, Whiplash versus Mad Catter took place, and this was no judge's decision. Mad Catter shot Whiplash skywards, taking the win and taking out a speed controller. Banshee, the new rookies, took on Switchback in a great battle. Switchback taking the win, going 1-0 on the season. Hijinks took on Big Dill, and Big Dill faced issues as one of their weapons stopped working, so they went for a lifter setup. It wasn't to be though. Hijinks get the first win on the board for their season. Finally, the main event for this week was Blip versus Endgame, and the little bot that could just couldn't in this fight. Unfortunately, though it went the full 3 minutes, Endgame take the win. There's a more detailed breakdown of this episode of BattleBots in the Robocast this week, with special guest Matt Bors from Team Emulsifier. The Scorpios team revealed this photo of their upcoming match against Jackpot earlier in the week on Facebook. It looks like it's going to be a good fun one. Be sure not to miss it. Now, last week I revealed a load of robots that are going to be taking part in the BattleBots Destructathon live shows, and there was one robot with a question mark called Chopper. It has now been revealed. This is Chopper, an axe robot. It's an interesting design, and some might recognise it as a robot that competed in ClashBots previously. Extreme Robots unveiled their live tour dates for the year, starting out in Brentwood, May 27th and 28th, then on to Guildford, June 17th and 18th, Newcastle, July 22nd and 23rd. They return to Colchester in September on the 16th and 17th, before making their way to Maidstone 21st and 22nd of October, all before their most recently announced show, once again returning to Cheltenham, November the 11th and 12th, 2023. We look forward to the show, and we look forward to the debut of a new version of Ripper. Team Roaming Robots unveiled this CAD teaser, and apparently it won't be your traditional Brit Flipper style. We look forward to seeing what it is when Ripper V7 is fully unveiled. Now on Friday, I released a video on this channel, the start of a new series where we talk to some of the teams backstage at BattleBots about the match that has just come before, some of the upgrades to the robots for the new season of BattleBots, and their thoughts on some of the fights to come. The video is called Back to the Pits, and the series continues this Friday, so please do enjoy watching that. There will be a link at the end of the video. And with the news all wrapped up, it's time to check out your fan submissions, which you can submit in the World of Woodrow Discord, a link for which you can find in the description below. We kick things off with David of Smeg's Tantrum build for LEGO Wars Series 4, which will be coming and being filmed this year. Very nice rebuild on this robot. Next up, Cat's Eye in the server has designed and built these awesome little replicas. We have a Valkyrie, we have a Monsoon, and we have a Quantum. These are all excellent. I absolutely love them. We also have this awesome digital artwork of Blip, Ominous, and Emulsifier, all by Patrick, Team Heatwave PA. These are very, very cool and have some interesting information on each of them as well. We have this emulsifier looking build, which is a US Beetle that will be competing at Norwalk, hopefully in January, I believe. Thank you, Corey, for showing this one off. And finally, SC LEGO Robot Combat has showed off this awesome dual disc vertical spinner with some lovely adornments all over it. Loving that. Thank you very much. And that's just about all for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Be sure to check out World of Woodrow over on Facebook to keep up to date with all of the latest news. And I shall see you again next week for more news. Until then, I've been Jevon Woodrow, your host. Goodbye.